Hello everyone, Richard here at Calvin Wazoo, where I am urging you to turn them on, turn on those sad songs. That's right, I'm jumping on the Sad Bastard vinyl tag that was launched by John at the Digital Gramaphone. So if you want to participate in this, you can see what I'm following along at the prompts in this video, but you should check out his video. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description, or as I call it, the Down Under, and then you can check out that video and the prompts on your own. So, but yeah, I thought about this, and there's a few sad albums that I have that really didn't fit any of the prompts. I kind of wish he asked some other questions, but maybe he'll do this again next year, and so there'll be a different set of prompts. Anyway, let's get going. The first prompt is to show or talk about an overplayed sad song. And I've been watching a lot of the videos of people who are participating in this, and a lot of them went for just an overplayed song that made it sad. That it wasn't a melancholy song. It was so sad that it got played over and over and over again. And that's kind of the route I'm going. And obviously I don't have records or singles for these songs, but they were so overplayed. It's just like, and the ones I'm going with include Dust in the Wind by Kansas. Good God, talk about being overplayed. And then another one from similar era, maybe a little earlier, was that Kiss song, Beth. I mean, I just never thought it was a good song to begin with, but man, with overplaying, it just turned into a sad sack. So my overplayed sad song, I got two for those, but hey, I got just one for the rest of them, so I'm staying within the rules, okay? The next one is, so you're listening to an album, and somebody walks in and said, "What is this sad bastard shit?" Right? Well, I immediately thought of one particular song specifically, that was with this release here. Now, the reason I have this burned CD is because, you can only buy it electronically, and then you can download it and burn a CD. And that's what I did with Car Seat Headrest, Nervous Young Man. And the song is Big Jacket. And, I could imagine somebody walking in while I would be listening to that song and saying, what the hell is this? But that's what it is. Big Jacket, which, if you want a hint about what the song is about, if you've ever seen the film Night Mother with Sissy Spacek, there's your hint. Okay. A sad album to many, but a dance party to you. That was kind of a hard one because, I don't know, people think of a sad songs and then I want to get up and dance to it. It was difficult. So what I came up with, and I don't have it on vinyl yet. It's one I want to get. But it's the album Darklands by Jesus and Mary Chain. I mean, I love this album. I think it's a great album, but there are some really dark songs on here. Starting off with Darklands, or I'm Happy When It Rains, and 9 Million Rainy Days. Oh my God. That is... wow. Yeah, so there it is. A sad album to many. I don't know if it's a sad album to many. I mean, the content is kind of dark and depressed. But I really love it. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a dance party, but I just really, really love that album. Okay, it's a love song. Next one, it's a love song, but it's sad. Now, this one was easy for me to come up with. And, you know, I've been talking about this band a lot lately, and that's just because they're so freaking good. And the band is Calexico. The album is The Black Light. And the song is Blood Flow. Yeah, it is a love song that's really sad because the story in the song is this man and woman, husband and wife, are traveling across the Arizona, or maybe it's the Sonoran Desert. I'm not sure if it's a border crossing or whatever, but his wife dies while they're making this trek. And he's like on the side of this mountain, and it's like he's lost his love. It's a total defeat of what they set out to do, because he's got to come back down off the mountain. It is such a heart and gut-wrenching song, and a beautiful song at the same time. So yeah, Blood Flow by Calexico from the album of The Black Light. Okay, put that over here. Now, the next one is my favorite sad lyric. Well, I'm going to Calexico again. Different album, though, and that is the album Feast of Wire. And the song that the lyric comes from is titled Not Even Stevie Nicks. And the line is, head like a vulture and a heart filled with hornets. Just what a graphic line, because the storyline is this guy is so despondent, so depressed, that he's going to drive his car off a cliff and kill himself. And not even Stevie Nicks is going to save him. It's just, wow. That's my favorite sad lyric. Head like a vulture and a heart filled with hornets. Just what an amazing visual. Okay. A breakup song or breakup album. And again, this one came to me pretty quickly. I haven't seen all the videos, and I don't know if Rumors by Fleetwood Mac would qualify as a breakup album. But anyway, the song I came up with is from Another Side of Bob Dylan, and it's It Ain't Me, Babe. You know, it's just, so he's singing to this gal about, you know, all these things that she wants in a man, and he's like, it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for. So, yeah, that's my breakup song. Such a great song. And that's, you know, that particular album, in my opinion, is kind of underrated, because a lot of people, you know, they don't talk about it, but there's a lot of really good songs on that album. All right. Your favorite song by the Smiths. Well, I don't own any Smiths. Excuse me. Have a cold. Getting better, though. But yeah, I don't have any Smiths, and I mean, I've got a couple CDs that a friend burned for me, and I really don't listen to them, so I'm not really very familiar with the Smiths. So I'm not going to pick my favorite song by the Smiths. I just do not know them well enough. I thought about maybe picking a song by Leonard Cohen, you know, fitting the sad vinyl tag. But, you know, the songs I was thinking of, he's more angry and bitter than sad. So, And you know, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with this song. It's like one of my favorite songs from this particular album, and it is kind of a sad song. And that's from the Police's Regatta de Blanc, The Bed's Too Big Without You. Um, the song lyrical content, the song melody and structure, just all really lends itself really, really well to being a really, really good sad song. All right, so that's my favorite, and it's, you know, I won't say it's my favorite Police song, but that's what I'm going with instead of the Smiths, because like I say, I really don't know the Smiths. All right, the saddest song by a popular band. And a lot of people pick some really good ones, you know, from the Beatles, from the Rolling Stones, from the Who. Yeah, some really strong ones. And while the one I picked is not necessarily a huge band, they were a big band in their time. Okay, and I'm going with the Hollies, King Midas in Reverse, which this is the only Hollies album I have. This is one of those bands that I really like their music, but I'm perfectly satisfied with this album. But yeah, King Midas in Reverse. You know, instead of everything he touches turns to gold, he ruins everything that he touches. So he's King Midas in reverse. He's King Midas with a curse. So that's my saddest song by a popular band. And the Hollies, yay, there's no doubt about it. The Hollies, especially in their era, were a hugely popular band. Okay, Tears in Your Beer, a sad country song. Well, that's Jesus. You know, you can't wave a stick without hitting a sad country song. Either because the song is a sad song or the song is a sad song. But anyway, I went with Neil Young because he does some country songs. And because of Tears in Your Beer kind of song, I went with Barstool Blues. If I could hold on to just one thought for long enough to know why my mind is moving so fast and the conversation is slow. Yeah, Barstool Blues from the album Zuma. So that's my Tears in Your Beer pick. Your favorite sad soundtrack. And as I power through this, because yeah, this cold and the talking is making me want to cough all the time. But this is the soundtrack from the saddest movie ever made, in my opinion. Truly the saddest film ever made. And that is Grave of the Fireflies. And then this is the soundtrack. And it's a true soundtrack. It's not a score. This is a true soundtrack. When you play this record, it's playing the dialogue, the sound effects, and everything with it. Now, there's another release that's the score, just the music from the film, which I'll get when I find one. But yeah, saddest movie ever made. Grave of the Fireflies. Believe it or not, I've watched it more than once, mostly because I wanted to share it with somebody else. And, you know, at the end of the film, the people I share it with, it's the same response. This was a wonderful movie, but it was so freaking sad. I mean, seriously, you're almost crying the entire way through it. Very, very powerful film. Okay. Time flows like, oh, excuse me. I'm only happy when it rains. That's the category. Jeez. So yeah, kind of a sad song that you would play like during a rainstorm or a rain shower, something like that. So a song that's a little bit melancholy, perhaps, but also one that is very contemplative. And I decided to go with the song Time, parenthetically flows like a river, from the Alan Parsons Project, this album here, Turn of the Friendly Card. Yeah, it is a very contemplative song. It's a very wistful song. It's a sad song. Yeah, time flowing like a river, time beckoning me. Who knows when we shall meet again, if ever, but time keeps flowing like a river to the sea. Not very, very spectacular lyrics, but when put together and then accompanying, with the melody of the song, it is a really, really, to me, a very wonderful, wonderful song. Okay. The sappiest, corniest, happiest bullshit song you've ever heard, okay? So even though it says the corniest, sappiest bullshit song, it's one you like, okay? So it's not I suppose, I don't know if anybody had the videos that I've watched picked one that was a song they didn't like, but I think the intent is, despite being the sappiest, corniest, happiest bullshit song there is, you really like it. And I'm going to go with a song from Arlo Guthrie's Hobo's Lullaby release, and the song is Lightning Bar Blues. I don't need no diamond ring, I don't need no Cadillac car. Just gonna drink my Ripple wine down in the Lightning Bar. Yeah, it's just a corny, sappy song, but I love it. I love that album. It's a great album. All right, now the last prompt is shout out, not shout out. That would be sad. Shout out a sad bastard to do this final tag. And initially I was thinking, no, I'm not going to shout out to somebody because, there are people that I know and communicate with in the vinyl community, but it's all online. It's not like we ever met in person. So calling them out and say, hey, you're a sad bastard, why don't you do this song? It might get taken the wrong way. But then I thought, no, wait. I am going to shout out to Craig at Craig's Vinyl Plethora. We've met, we know each other. He isn't going to take this the wrong way, because the reason I am, choosing him to participate in this is he loves a tragic song. He loves a sad song, probably more than anyone, that I know. He loves to clutch his pearls, with a really good song. So yeah, Craig, I'm doing a shout out to you to join this vinyl tag. So share your thoughts about this in the Down Under. I really appreciate getting those. A thumbs up is a great thing to do for any video that you watch on YouTube, because it really helps the algorithm and greater distribution of the content, even if you're already subscribed. If you're not subscribed, hey, think about it. But more than anything, the thumbs up. That's what really helps. So give that a push. You can find me on Instagram at NewsDude76. That's NEWZDUDE76. I'm also on Facebook as Calvin Wazoo, where I not only post these videos, but other music-related content, both video content and article content. And as always, remember to pray for the people inside your head, for they won't be there when you're dead.